All right. So I will just, where is the chat window, sir? Anu Dubey, this is only the chat window, what you are writing. That is the Q&A thing, whatever you can see on the left-hand side. So Q&A is only the chat window. You can ask your question here. I can see your question and I can answer your question. All right. So I'll just start sharing my screen. Fine. You are able to see the screen, guys? Okay. So I hope everyone is able to see. I will take that as yes. Okay. So let me quickly start the session. The first thing is, let me open my PPT here. All right. So hello everyone. We are actually going through a very different phase in our life. So we know that we are going through this COVID situation, and we have never thought that we would witness such a pandemic situation in our lifetime, right? So I know people are frustrated here, people are irritated. You all want to go out, but then there is no option rather than staying home. And so what we thought was, we know that people are in home, so why not use this particular time for the benefit of understanding something interesting or making it more productive, right? So that's why we are conducting this particular session. All right, so the whole point of conducting this particular session is that we are going through a tough time, and we know that so everyone is from academic background, almost everyone there. So you know that your semester is being waning, right? So whatever semester classes were there, they are now, we don't have semester. It's a complete different situation. So what we thought was, let's make our let's make our day a little bit more productive, more beneficial, so that we can understand what's happening. All right, so we can understand what's happening in the latest technology trend. That's why we started with this Python 101 series. I have named the series or the webinar as Python 101 and Basics to ML. Okay, so I have named it as Python 101. That means we will start from very basics and we will end at one point wherein we will be learning something related to ML. ML is nothing but machine learning. All right, so this is the basic aim of our webinar. Now, okay, let me just go back and check. Yes, sir, doubt. Network problem. Prachi, you have to check your network. Sir, doubt. Yes, Moksha, I'm not that good in Python as we had it in our college this semester. Not a problem, Moksha. I will make it completely from scratch. You don't have to worry. Whatever I am gonna teach you, please make sure that you note down whatever I will be teaching you. Okay, so that it will be very helpful for you. And please, guys, don't ask any questions right now. I'll be going into, say, 5 to 10 minutes of theory session. It might be a little bit monotonous, but please bear. Once I finish the theory session, I'll come back and I'll check all of your questions. Okay, so I'll not be taking any questions right now. Please listen to me, guys, whatever it is there. And after a few time, I will come back and I will take all of your questions. Okay, now one more important thing quickly, everyone. I'll give you, say, 40 seconds. I will give you 40 seconds exactly. Please make sure that you have either a notepad in your computer open, or else go grab yourself one particular notepad and one pen. Please note down whatever important points I'm telling. I'll give you quickly 40 seconds. Please grab everyone the notebook and pen, or if you want to note it in your laptop, please open a notepad file and note down whatever I'm telling. Okay, so your time starts now. Okay, we are good to go now. Someone is saying PPT is not visible. How many people are not able to see my screen? Can you please check Aksar? Okay, so can you please check once again? I don't know. I have shared my screen. How many people are not able to see my screen in particular? Okay, I'll just open PPT here. I'll just put it on the right hand side. This is better, I guess. Yes, how many people are not able to see? Now it is visible. Okay, fine. So anyone who's not able to see PPT, I'll just put it here like this so that everyone is able to see. Okay, I can keep it like this only. It will be easy for me to answer the questions as well. Fine. So everyone it is able to see. Okay, fine. Not a problem. All right. I'll keep my PPT in this particular manner so that I can see all of your Q&A as well. All right, guys. So let's start. I will start by introducing myself. So my name is Mohammad Amir, and I am actually the co-founder of Diazonic Labs. We are conducting this workshop in association with Oysters Company. Little bit about myself. So I have got more than 4 years of experience in training. So I go all around India. I travel pan India and I teach people, I train people on different technologies. So I started my career as IoT developer, and slowly I came into this particular data science and machine learning thing. So I have got more than 4 years of experience, and I've conducted more than 100 workshops, and it is still growing. So a little bit about the company, what we do. Basically, Diazonic Labs is an online platform. We have got our own YouTube channel. So I have put here YouTube channel link. You can just go there and check it out for yourself. You can even subscribe if you feel that our content, whatever we make, is more interesting. You can see here, I put here www.youtube.com/diazoniclabs. This is what we do. So we are a complete online tech company. All right. So a little bit about Oysters. What we do at Oysters is that we conduct workshops all around the country. Okay, so we conduct workshops on different topics. Echo in voice. All right, so I think so I have to hold my mic a little bit far. Now, is it okay, Akash? Is it okay, Akash? Are you able to hear me now? No, sir, still echo. Okay, so I don't know what is the problem. Other people, I think so it is fine. Uh, Yes, Ashutosh is telling yes. Everyone else is telling yes. Abhay echo. Okay, it is fine. Okay, for some people it is fine. For some people it is not fine. Fine, guys. I'll try to speak from a particular distance. Okay, I would consider that it is yes. All right. So, little bit about Oysters I would like to tell. So, Oysters is a company which provides workshops for students. All right, and we have got different partners. We have got many colleges as our partners. We go to different colleges and we conduct workshops there. We also have a concept of internship. We provide internship to many people. All right. So, more on internship, I'll be maybe speaking later on when you will have Q&A session. Maybe after the session is over. So I will take more questions on internships that time, how you can apply for internships, what is the exact procedure, what we expect from this particular thing, and what you guys expect from this internship. Everything will tell you. Okay. So just to give you a quick insight, we have conducted programs with top-notch universities of the country. We have conducted several programs at NITs. Recently, we had conducted a workshop in IIT Mumbai, so in collaboration with TechFest. So apart from that, we also have our certification from IIT Bhubaneswar as well. All right, so we are playing with the top people in the country. All right, so that's a little bit background about us. I hope that should be sufficient for you to understand who we are and what we exactly do. Okay, let's move on in the session and let's get started with the important thing, whatever we have here to discuss with. So I have put one small quote here. You might have seen this quote on maybe Twitter a lot of times here. The code, what it says is, if you don't come out of this lockdown with a new skill, more knowledge, better health and fitness, you never lack time, you lack discipline, right? This is a simple motivational code which motivated me to come up with something. I thought, why not use my skill to train students, and that's why we have got this free webinar. All right, so what we believe is that we never lack time, we lack discipline if you don't come up with a fine skill, right? So this is the best time to upgrade yourself, guys, right? So whatever technology you want to learn, be it Python, be it IoT, be it machine learning, whatever it is, this is the best time to learn. And if you have not started to learn something, please, this is the right time, you're on the right platform. All right, so we are here to help you out and take you ahead in your career. Okay, guys, so let's start with the webinar overview, and I'll be quickly showing you what and all we'll be covering. I hope you have seen the contents already in your emails, what and all will be the contents which we'll be using for this particular thing. So you're not audible. Okay, Anjali, I'm trying to make sure that my mic is all set up. Okay, so Anjali, can you please check? I am trying to keep all of my things properly. For all other people, it is audible. Please check once again. You're audible. Okay, no problem. Okay, fine. I'll continue, guys. So let me just go here. Okay. So a little bit about the outline of topics. What we'll do is we will learn what is Python first, and then we will see few features of Python. Then we will see few companies using Python as a language, and after that we will see applications of Python. Then a little bit about core. We will talk about variables and data type, and after that we will talk about conditions and functions. These are few things which we'll be covering quickly, and after that we will build a simple calculator. Finally, we have a game which will be playing on one website called as Kahoot. I'll tell you what your role will be in playing that particular game, and we will have at the end one demo on machine learning using computer vision. Okay, guys, this is the outline of the topics. Let me explain you the flow. I have divided this webinar into four different sessions, four mini sessions. So the first one will be simple calculator. We will have a complete hands-on on simple calculator. After that, we will play a game on Kahoot. Okay, then I'll show you a quick demo on ML using computer vision, and then finally we will talk about machine learning course, which is for 7 days. When is it, what is it, what are the different topics which we'll be covering in machine learning course. We will speak about everything. Okay, this is how the flow will be. So before I could begin the first session, I would like to tell you something very important, something very interesting which might excite you all. So the main aim is we are actually learning about machine learning course. We will be talking about machine learning course, and the course will be starting next week. Okay, and actually that course will not be free. That course will have some payment. We have kept it as minimum as possible, but the good news is that even in that minimum payment, we have kept some discount for few people. Okay, so the game which we'll be playing here, the Kahoot game, this is actually a competition for you guys, so that whatever you have learned in the hands-on, we will be asking you few questions in Kahoot game, and top 3 winners will have something to do with the discount of machine learning course. Okay, that will be the thing. So whoever wins the game, who are top 3 people of the Kahoot game, okay, so they will be getting discount in the upcoming course. Okay, that's how it will be. All right, so having said that, let's move on into our Python schedule. So the first thing what I want to talk about is what is Python, and let us introduce the language Python. So basically Python is an interpreted high level language. Okay, and it was created by Guido Rossum. There's one person called as Guido Rossum, and it was created in 1989 as a hobby project, but then it was actually started as a hobby project, but then it was first given on the platform in 1981. Okay, guys, so what do you mean by high level language now? So the language what we talk normally, English, Kannada or Hindi, these are all complex languages which are not understood by computer. All right. So the high level language is something, we write somewhat similar to English as a language, and that particular language, when it is interpreted, there's something called as interpreted, or you might have heard about C as a language. So in C we do this particular thing called as compilation. All right. So okay, one quick question for you all. What is compilation? I want someone to type what is compilation in the chat window. I want someone to type what is compilation. So you might have heard about compilation in C language. If you are in first year engineering, or you might have passed this first semester, you might have learned about C as a language, right? So can quickly someone tell me what is compilation? What is the meaning of compilation? Process to run program, very general definition. No, I'm checking something very specific. Means run the program. No. Okay, someone has given me the correct answer. Compilation is translate source code into target code. Okay, that's good. So converting high level code to assembly code. Yes, this is the answer which I was looking for. Prathamesh has given the correct answer. Yes, so you are actually converting the high level code into binary code, right? Because machines understand only binary under binary machine binary language. So the compiler, what it does is it converts the language from high level to low level language. Okay, that is what it does. Absolutely correct. Okay, let me come back to my PPT. All right, so even in Python, the conversion happens from high level to low level. Instead of compiler, we use interpreter. Okay, so what do you mean by interpreter? Basically, interpreter is one particular software which again converts the language. But then the only difference between compiler and interpreter, in simple words, is that compiler, it takes all of them and it executes as a whole, like whatever lines of codes you write, it executes as a whole. And in Python, in interpretation, what happens is the lines are executed one by one. The program is executed in one single line. One line is executed and then it comes to the next line. The second line is executed and then it comes to the third line. There's a thin line of difference which you have to understand. Okay, so quickly comment in the chatbot window yes if you have understood the difference between what is interpreted language and what is compiled language. Can you please type yes? Okay, it's a very simple definition. If it is executed line by line, then that is interpretation. If it is executed as a whole, then that is compilation, right? So the example for compilation, compiled language is C, C++, Java. Interpreted language is Python. Okay guys, I'm getting yes, yes, yes. Let's move on. All right, so let me go to the next one. A few features about Python. One of the first important feature is that it's very simple and it's very easy to understand. So when I say easy to understand, here you are able to see one simple code. It says a is equal to 3, b is equal to 5, sum of a plus b, and you have to just print the sum. It is very much similar to the English language. Like imagine if someone, a newbie, is learning English as a language, then he can quickly learn it in, say a while, right? So he'll be able to at least pronounce some few words, and the person who is understanding that language, he'll be able to understand what is he trying to tell. So Python is also somewhat similar to pseudo English. We can call it a pseudo English. See guys, this is how we write a simple Python code, right? We write a is equal to 3, b is equal to 5, sum is equal to a plus b. That is, it adds it and then you write print of sum. Okay, so that is the first feature of Python. The second feature of Python is that it's free and open source. That means if you have to download Python as a language, you can directly go to Python website and download. It's completely open source and you can download it for free. Okay, so guys, what do you mean by open source? The one more question which I want to ask you is, what do you mean by open source? Anyone who have heard about open source? Can you please type here what is open source? Someone quickly. What is open source? Or maybe you can type some other open source thing which you have used, some other open source technology which you have used. Freely available, yes, correct. Freely available is one particular answer, but then there's one more answer for that. One more answer. Yes, Java, Linux, yes. Yes, anyone can contribute to it. This is the answer which I was looking for. If you want to add something, you can contribute to it. That is what is open source, right? So another platform, Linux, is open source. You have heard about Arduino. So I actually teach small kids something related to Arduino. I teach them basics of robotics using Arduino. Arduino is again one technology or one platform wherein you can contribute something. Yes, it is freely available. Correct, guys. So even Python is open source. What it means is, imagine you learn something related to Python and you become a Python developer. You can write your own library and you can publish on the Python website, right? So if you are too much interested in understanding how libraries work in Python and how you can write your own library, maybe later in the comment section you can ask me. I'll be able to explain you more on that. Okay, yes, anyone can access and modify accordingly. Yes, correct, Archana. So that's the correct thing. Now the next feature of Python is its high level language, which I've already told you. Okay, so apart from that, we have got portable and extensible. Okay, so what do you mean by portable? So portable actually stands for, you can convert, or say you can run this particular language. Imagine you write one code, you can write it in, or you can open it in any other platform. Say you can open it in Windows platform or Mac OS or Linux, any platform you can open it. And what do you mean by extensible? So extensible means that you can actually convert your code from, say you have got a C code, you can convert it directly into Python. Okay, and you can change it to any other language as well. So Python is completely over friendly regarding other languages as well. It supports something called as C Python, which is a derived version of Python for C program. Okay, so it is somewhat similar to that. All right, so it supports multi-style. So basically Python is functional programming language as well as object oriented programming language. It supports both the styles. All right, so these were few features of Python which we have. Now the next slide is it actually shows you the most popular language in the world. We have got almost all the languages which I've mentioned here. You might have heard about few languages, you might have not heard about it. The first language which we learn is C language, and it only takes 6.1% of the total share of the languages, right? So we have got Java, and JavaScript is also coming up. We have got C++ as well. All right, but the bulk of the people in the world use Python as a language. So they use Python as a language for developing so many things. All right, so in fact, if you ask me the question, which is that particular language which has got ends in almost all the domains, the answer will be Python, because applications of Python are vast. Be it applications of Python are many, right? So be it machine learning, be it say artificial intelligence, we use it for web development, we use it even for app development, we use it for game development. There are so many domains. You name a domain, Python is used in that particular domain. All right, so this is actually a graph which I had taken. I think so this is of 2018, right? So it is 2 years older, but then right now again Python is the most powerful, the most commonly popular used language in the world. Okay, so few companies which use Python, I'll just show you here. So we have got top giants like YouTube, Google, Dropbox, Raspberry Pi. They all work on Python. They see Google. When I say these top-notch companies use Python, that doesn't mean that they only use Python. They use Python for their say web search system. They use multiple languages, but Python is one amongst them, right? So in Google, for example, in Google they use extensive search of Python in its web search, right? We know that Google is a search engine and it has got other platforms as well, but then in search engine Python is used mostly. So there's one more platform, developers platform of Google called as TensorFlow, which is actually a library or a framework which is written in Python itself. All right, so there are many applications of Python, and many top-notch companies also use Python. That is why Python is one of the most sorted language in the world. Okay guys, so yes, that was a quick introduction to features, applications of Python. Yes, C Python means that it is made on C. No, it is actually, what it means is, imagine you have got a C language code, okay, and you want to write that particular code in Python. You have to convert it into Python. So Python actually allows you to convert that particular code and make it happen in Python, right? So it is environment friendly and language friendly. That is what we can say. We can easily convert your C language code into Python just by using C Python library. Okay, that is what it means. All right guys, that was the quick summary of Python language. So if you have any questions, you can ask me in the chat window. If not, we'll move on to the next session. Right, yes, Netflix also use Python. They use a recommendation system based on Python itself. Yes, graphics can also be used. There are so many applications of Python. I've just mentioned a little bit, few applications of Python. Right, guys, so if you have any questions, you can ask me. If you don't have any questions, just type let's move on. You can type move on, sir. You can type move on, and then I'll move on to the second session. Okay, move on. So anybody, if you have any questions related to what I have spoken. Okay, no, move on. Okay, fine, guys. So let's move on to the practical exercise now. Fine. So I want to know how many people are attending this webinar on mobile phone. Anyone who's attending webinar on mobile phone, can you please say mobile? Can you please type mobile in the window if you are using mobile? Mechanical software. I didn't understand your question, Shubham. When you say mechanical software, are you talking about those AutoCAD thing? Okay, mobile. I can see many people using mobile. Okay, so if you are using mobile, then it will be very difficult for you to do hands-on session. All right, so people who are using laptop, it will be very easy for you. Mobile. I can see many people attending the webinar through mobile. Okay, not a problem. If you are able to do something on mobile, you can do it. Otherwise, if you're using laptop, I will be actually demonstrating something on laptop itself. So okay, I will use laptop. Yes, quickly please turn on your laptop. That will be better if you could switch to laptop, because you can have a good session on understanding what's happening. Okay, guys, so the platform what we'll be using for our demo session is called Google Colab. Let me just go back to my PPT and let me show you what we'll be doing. Okay, so there's something called as IDE. It actually stands for Integrated Development Environment. So basically in Integrated Development Environment, we actually use it for writing the code. Like imagine when we had learned C, I learned C when I was in college using that particular IDE called as Turbo C. It was of that blue color and blue color background, and we used to write in white or black color font, right? So that was integrated development environment for C, right? So Turbo C was the name. And similarly for Python, we have got quite a few integrated development environments as well. So I have named here a few of them. We have got Python ideally, which is from Python website itself. Okay, it comes with the Python software when you download it in your local disk. Then we have got PyCharm, we have got Jupyter, we have got Spider, we also have Visual Studio. These are all the IDEs which you can download and use it for the purpose of using Python. What we will be using is called Google Colab or Google Collaboratory. This is actually a online platform. Okay, so it's actually an online platform for writing the Python code. It is mostly used for machine learning, but then we can get started with Python as well. Okay, so let me go to Google Colab. All right, let me open Google Colab and let me just get started with the hands-on session. Okay, so people who are using mobile phone, I think so you can only view the screen. People who are using laptop can go for this particular thing. What you have to do is you have to write here Google Colab on the Google screen. Okay, and the first thing what you see here, it says google.research.google.com. okay, so you have to go inside this Google Colab thing. Okay, and the first thing what it asks here is sign in through your Gmail. If you have not signed in, please sign in through your Gmail. And here this is the page what you get. Okay, so people who are using laptop who are with me on this exercise, can you please tell me yes on the chat box window if you can see this Google Colab window? Can you please type in the chat box yes? Okay, I can see many people typing yes, yes, yes. Mobile people, you can also check whether Google Colab once. I had actually tried to work on Google Colab once on mobile, but then there'll be problem of typing. Okay, so you can check whether you are able to do that or not. Yes, okay, everyone has got it. Let's quickly start with the Google Colab session. Okay, so you'll be able to see here. Yes, okay, fine, no problem, guys. So you'll be able to see this particular window here. So here what it says is option for creating a new notebook. We'll be actually creating something called as new notebook. Please click on new notebook here. Okay, when you click on new notebook, one page opens up for you, one page which looks like Jupyter notebook. If you're familiar with Jupyter notebook, you would understand how it looks like. If you're not familiar, don't worry, I'll explain you each and everything how you can use this particular thing. Okay, so it's actually laying out notebook. This is what you get. All right, so this is your Google Colab notebook. This is what you get. Okay, and the first thing what I'll do here is I will change the name. Okay, I will change the name of the file. Let me write here, say webinar. Let me write here webinar, and the file extension what you see here, it says IPYNB. Let me explain you what is this IPYNB. So IPYNB stands for Interactive Python Notebook. See, by default your Python will be of the type, your Python file, imagine you're writing a simple Python file, it will be of the type py. Okay, just like how we have .c for C language, .cpp for C++, similarly for Python you will have .py, but then we are using a different IDE. Okay, and this is somewhat similar to Python notebook. Okay, it is somewhat similar to Jupyter notebook, that's why the file extension is here IPYNB. Okay, please note. So this is the file extension is IPYNB, but normally whenever you write any Python file, say you write it in your simple Python shell, then that will be of the form .py. Okay, so let's get started with the first code. Any programming language, the first code what we write is called as a hello world. So how to open it? Just open the Google Colab window and you will have an option of new notebook. Just click on new notebook. If you have not signed in your Gmail account, you have to please sign it. Make sure that you sign it and then you open this particular thing. Can you please check whether you are able to open Tiwari? Just go to Google Colab link. Go to Google and type Google Colab. The first link what you get, go inside it and then you will have an option of new notebook. Sir, why is it IPYNB again? It is IPYNB. We are using IPYNB itself. IPYNB is also an extension of Python itself. It actually tells interactive Python notebook. See, this particular whatever IDE we are using, it is actually interactive Python notebook. That means you ask any question, immediately it tells you the answer there itself. Okay, let me just quickly show you one demonstration. I will write here, say print of, let me write here one string. Let me write, say hello world. We can do it on mobile. Yes, you can do it on mobile, not a problem, but it will be a little bit difficult for you to type. Okay, if you are able to do it, Chaudhary, Pranav, please go ahead. It will be very good. So here when I write this particular thing, I will click on play button here, or you can type shift enter from your keyboard. When you type shift enter from your keyboard, it is as same as typing play button. Okay, or same as writing play button. The first thing what it does is it actually connects to one server and it starts initializing. For the first time it will take some time to run the code, and after that you will be able to see the output here. See here, you are getting the output. Basically you are having an interaction with a IDE. All right, you are asking one question and IDE is answering you. Right, this is our first program. So say in C language, what you do is you first write the code, you compile the code, and then you execute it, right? So here you don't have to do anything as such. That is the beauty of interpreter. You just write the code and you run it. Compilation also happens there, the conversion of the code, and immediately the answer is also displayed to you. Okay, this is what we do in Python. Okay, so we are actually having an interaction with the IDE. That is why it is called as IPYNB. Don't change it. Let it be IPYNB itself. It will not change. Let it be IPYNB itself. Normal Python code, say I take Python on my local disk. Okay, so here I have got something called as, say, Python. Let me write here Python. Here I have got Python IDLE on my local disk itself. It's okay. All right, can you see your IDLE app? This IDLE app, if I open and if I write a code and save it, that will be .py. Okay, that is one more IDLE. Okay, that is one more IDE. Here we are using Jupyter Notebook as our IDE. All right, guys. So this was a quick thing. So a quick simple program of Hello World. Okay guys, let's move on now. Imagine I want to ask one question to the user and user has to type something. Like imagine, let us ask the user one question, say which webinar are you attending. Okay, so how do you ask that question? Say in C language we have got one function called as scanf. If you are familiar with C, there's something called as scanf. So in scanf you ask enter number 1 and then you write what is the number, and then you ask enter number 2 and then you write what is the number 2 number, whatever number you have to enter, right? So similarly here, instead of scanf, what is the alternate method here, or what do we write for taking something from the user? So the method or the function what we use here is called as input function. Okay, just like how we have print for output function, like imagine you want something to be printed, you use print. For taking something as input we write input. Okay, and one important thing is that we actually write here one variable. The way we write variable is just by writing one word. Okay, I am assigning variable to input. That means I am taking something as input and I am assigning it to one variable. Okay, and inside this I can put it in quote what webinar, let me write here, what webinar are you attending? Yes, input function, what webinar are you attending? And it's always better to write input function and assign it to one variable so that we can use that variable in our program whenever we need. Like imagine you want to print something now, you can use this particular variable. Instead of printing whatever we are printing, we can just write here a, I'll be showing you. Okay, what we have to do after printing hello world, just write input, just write this what I'm showing you on the screen, write this whatever I'm showing you on the screen. If you have got the hello world as the output, then we can go for the next one. We are taking input right now. See, the first one what we learned was the output, right? And now we are taking something as input. Okay, so we have seen how to print hello world and now we are taking the input. What webinar are you attending is the question which I'm asking. Okay, and after that I will not press shift enter, I will press enter. That means this particular cell I can either write a complete code or I can write line by line code. Okay, it is not showing next line to type. Yes, I think so you have not run it properly. If you have used play button, then in the next this one you have to write, you have to just click plus code, just click plus code and one new cell will be opened. Anu Dubey, just click on plus code here, one new cell will be opened for you. Okay, it's better you use shift enter so that it goes to the next line itself. Okay, so what happens is when you press shift enter, when you press shift enter, it gets executed and a new line will be open. Anu Dubey, please click on plus code if you're not able to get it. If you're not able to get it, please press plus code, you will be able to get it. Okay, I have written here what webinar you are attending, and the next thing what I'll use is print statement. Let me write here, say print. Okay, and inside this what I will write is I am attending. Let me write here I am attending. Okay, and afterwards what I'll do is after the double quote, after the quote is finished, I will write comma a. Okay, please understand here what exactly I am doing. So I have taken here the input called as a is equal to input, what webinar are you attending, you are asking the question. Okay, now I have to print here I am attending. What am I attending? I am attending whatever answer I will write. Okay, let me run this, and show you what exactly happens. See here I am getting this particular thing here, what webinar are you attending. It is asking me one question and there is a text box here. Let me write here, say Python. Let me write here Python 101. Okay, I will write here Python 101. Once I write this, I will make sure that I press enter. When I press enter, immediately I get the output I am attending Python 101. Okay, Prachi, the way you get output is after you write the code, press shift plus enter. You can either press shift plus enter or else on the left hand side you have play button, just press play button. You can press shift enter. When you press shift enter, new line will also be created. If you press control enter, new line will not be created. Okay, it's better that you press shift enter. Press shift enter, you will get the output. Okay guys, are you getting this? Can you please say yes if you are getting it? If you are having any question, any query, please ask me in the question and answer session. Okay, guys, one quick note for you. People who are using mobile phones, you might not be able to attend the Kahoot quiz. So if you can arrange for laptop quickly, please do arrange. We still have, say, 10 to 15 minutes before we could go to Kahoot session. If you can arrange for laptop, please, I request you to please arrange for the laptop. If you can't, you will not be, unfortunately, you will not be able to attend Kahoot quiz, because for Kahoot we need multiple screens, one screen to check the question, one more screen for answering. So if you can arrange for laptop, well and good, or else I'm so sorry guys, you'll not be able to attend the Kahoot session. You can just check what's happening. All right, so that's one quick note which I wanted to tell you. Right, guys, any other question you can ask me? Yes, it is similar to C language. Yes, it is similar to C language, but I would say that it is very much easier than C language. So in C language, if you have to write one simple hello world program, you have to at least take 5 to 6 lines of code. Here it happens in only one single line. All right, so that's why kids from, say, young age, they start learning Python as their first language. Okay, so it is very much similar to C. If you have learned C, Python will be very easy for you. All right, guys, can you quickly, I'm hoping for a few more yes. Can you quickly type yes if you're done with the input and output thing? Okay, guys, let's move on. So the next thing what we will do is, see here, whatever we have taken, a is equal to input, whatever we have taken, this is actually called as variable. See, if you have learned, again I'll be going back to C language once in a while. So in C language, whenever you are typing any variable, when you are declaring any variable, it's very important to declare the data type along with that variable as well. Right, so you write int of a is equal to 1 or 2. Here in Python, you need not write the data type. Python interpreter by itself considers what is the data type. I'll give you a quick example. Imagine I write, say here, a is equal to 1. I am assigning the value of 1 to variable a. Okay, this is how I write a. Let me write shift enter. Let me run the code. Okay, it gets executed. The value of a is now 1. If you want, you can just write here, say print of a, and you'll be able to see the output as 1. Okay, you're able to see the output here as 1. Now by default, Python interpreter takes data type into consideration. Okay, whatever the data type has to be considered, it will be considered by default. So we know that 1 is integer data type. How do you check integer, whether this is integer data type? You can just write here, say print of, you are printing something on the screen. Okay, let me write here print of type of a. You have to use one function called as type. Just use type of a and run this. It will tell you the output saying that this particular variable a, it is actually belonging to a class called as int. That means it belongs to data type integer. Okay, this is what it means. All right, simple thing, simple understanding of variable, how it works. Okay, so imagine I change my variable name. See, the best thing about Jupyter Notebook or whatever Google Colab we are using is that we can change here whatever we have to change. Say I typed here a is equal to 1, you can quickly change it here to say 1.1. okay, now 1.1 is floating point, right? Okay, someone is saying I'm not audible. Vipul Kulkarni, I'm trying to keep my mic as good as possible. Please check once again. Okay, so if I change the value here, say from 1 to 1.1, let me check what happens here. The moment you change the value here, make sure that you run the cell once again. Let me run the cell, shift enter. Okay, I'm running it, and then I'm printing the value. The value is now 1.1. Shift enter again. But obvious, the type will also change. The type is now float. All right, this is how we change it. Okay, so this is the second data type which we have learned. How to run, shift enter. Whatever you have changed here, whatever values you have changed, whatever you have written, just click shift enter. Press shift enter and you will be able to see the output. Can you check it? Shift enter guys. Press shift enter and you will be able to change it. Okay, one quick question for you all. Imagine I type here, say a. I'm typing one character a. What do you think will be the output? Can you type in the comment section what will be the output if I type here, say a? If you remember in C language, the data types which we have learned, sir, you're audible. Those who are saying have slow connection problem. Yes, that's the whole point. Okay, Pawan Acharya, it will not display character. So one point to be noted, difference between C language and Python is that in C language we have got one data type called as character, okay, and we don't have a data type called as string. We have to actually create array of character and only then you get string, correct? In Python there's nothing called as character, there's only string. Okay, so when you run this, let me run this, let me do shift enter, okay, here you will get class belonging to str stands for string. Okay, so one important point is that Python actually doesn't differentiate between single quote and double quote. You can either write single quote, even then you will get str. If you write even double quote, let me write here say double quote of a, okay, it will still be considered as string itself. Okay guys, and if you want you can even write say, let me write my name here, okay, and then let me run it, even this will be considered as string. Okay guys, these are the three data types which we have learned. The fourth data type, let me tell you one more data type here. Okay, let me write here say b is equal to, I will take one new variable. So you have heard about something called as boolean. Boolean stands for, like, you have got two values, true or false. You can consider one value here say true, and whenever you are writing true or false, make sure that the first letter is in uppercase, that is in capital letter. Okay, let me write b is equal to true, and then after that I will just write here say print of type of b. Okay, when I write here print of type of b, you will be able to see that the class which is belonging to the data type is boolean. Okay, imagine if I write instead of true, if I write here false, even that will work out. All right, let me write here say false, and then let me run it, it is again boolean itself. Okay guys, okay, one more important point here. Since we are using interactive Python notebook, okay, you need not type print for each and every statement. Like imagine if you want to print more than one statement, then you have to write print of a comma print of b. This is how you have to write. If you are printing only one particular value, you need not type print statement whatsoever. Okay, I'll give you one example guys. So let me write here say a is equal to 1.1. okay, I will write here a is equal to 1.1. let me write here say b is equal to 2. okay, I will write say c is equal to 3. okay, let me write like this. All right, and after that one more important point is that in this program itself we had written here a is equal to Amir, right? And when I change here suddenly a is equal to 1.1, the value gets replaced, the latest value will be considered. Okay, as simple as that. All right, now after this, imagine if I want to print only a, if I want to print only a, I will just write here a. When I write here a and when I run this, only the value of a will be printed. Okay, getting it? You need not write print of a. If you write print of a, it is as same as writing a. If you are printing only one variable, you can write completely like this. Okay, and it will perfectly work. But okay, let me just write here say a. Let me write here a and let me run it. Okay, only 1.1 will work. But imagine you want to print b as well. Imagine if I write here b in the second line, it will print only the value of b, the last line will be printed. See, if you don't write print statement, only the last value will be considered and it will print what is available in that last variable. Okay guys, imagine you want to print both the values of a as well as b. How do you do that? You have to write here say print of, let me write here print of a. Okay, and the same thing I have to write here print of b. Okay guys, and then let me run it. You'll be able to see that whatever value you are getting 1.1 and 2. Okay, this is how you write both the values. Imagine you want to print something more than one, you have to actually use multiple print statements. And the beauty of Python is that you can write only one print statement. You can write here a and then write here comma b and then run it, comma b and then run it. You'll be able to see both being displayed one after the other. This comma actually acts as a concatenator. That means it adds two values. Okay, adds as in it displays whatever the values has to be displayed. Okay guys, can you quickly tell yes if you are done with this? If you have any queries, please ask me in the chat box. Yes, sir, error saying, what is the error? Can you please check the code here, what and all I have typed properly? Ashutosh, please write the code once again. You should not get any error. It's very simple. You should actually not get any error. Just check the code, write the code once again and check. Alright guys, let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. Now, what I want you to do is, how to write, say how to take the input. We can write here, say a is equal to this particular thing, okay, and you also know how to print the value. What I want you to do is, I want you to accept one number. Like imagine I want you to take one variable, say a, okay, a is equal to, and then you can take input of write one number, okay. You can do it, and I will also show you simultaneously. What we'll do is, let me take a is equal to, see I'm using multiple times a. That doesn't mean that you can't use it. You can definitely use the value of a multiple times. The latest value will be considered, okay. That is what it means. I will write here, say input, okay, and let me write here, say enter one number, okay. This is what we will do, enter one number, and then I will print here the value of a, okay. This is what I will do. I will print here the value of a, or else let's do something more interesting. Let me take another value, say I will take input of enter second number. Let me write here, say second number, okay. I'm taking two values here. I'm actually writing a program for adding two numbers, okay. Let me write here, say c is equal to a plus b, okay. I will write here, say c is equal to a plus b, and then I have to actually print the value of c. This is what I have to do. All right guys, so I will take here, if you could understand the output here, what is happening is, I'm taking one variable called as a, which is taking the input, okay. I'm giving one value here, b as second value, and then c is equal to a plus b. That means I'm adding both the values and I'm printing out the output, okay. Let me run this, and then it is asking me enter one number. I will write, say first number as 12. Let me write here 12 as the first number. I will press enter. So the second number will be, let me write, say 34, okay. So how much is 12 plus 34? It should be actually 46, right? The output should be 46. Let me run it and check what output am I getting, okay. Let me run it here, and the output, what am I getting here is 1 2 3 4. Is this the correct output? Definitely not, right? So when you add 12 plus 34, you should actually get the output as 46, but then we are getting the output as 1234. 1234 is the output which we are getting. What is the problem here? So have we written any wrong code? Can someone in the chat box tell me what exactly is happening here, if you know what is happening? Why am I getting here wrong output? What do you think is happening here? Semicolon is not required. No, Python is a language wherein you don't write semicolon. We'll be using colon sometimes. In the further exercise I'll be telling you where colon is used, but we'll not be using semicolon. They are treated as string. Yes, Neeraj is telling the correct answer. They are actually treated as string. Okay, so let me just do one simple arithmetic and show you what is exactly happening. I'll come back to this. I'll come back to this slide. Yes, should mention data type. Yes, we have to mention. Okay, we will see. AB is, you did not put it in bracket. What bracket you're talking about? No, the bracket is not a problem. Typecasting missing. Yes, I'll come back to typecasting. Okay, let me come to one important thing here. Let me write here, say variable a is equal to 1, okay, b is equal to, say 2, and then if I write here, say c is equal to a plus b. Let me write here, say a plus b, okay, and let me print the value of c. What am I getting here? I get the output as 3. Okay, normal things, like whenever you write any variable, you need not write the data type. It is understood by default what data type it is. It is understood by Python interpreter, correct? So imagine I write here, say a minus b. I can do a minus b directly as well, okay, and then I will get the output as -1. I can even do multiplication, a multiplied by b, and then I will get the output as, say 2, and then I can do division, a divided by b. I will get the output here in terms of point values, 0.15, 0.5, 1 divided by 2. I can even do say reminder operation using percentage symbol. I will do a percentage b. Let me run this. I will get the output as 1, okay, because the remainder will be 1. 1 divided by 2, you will obviously get remainder as 1. There's one more division technique called as a/b. That means it will do the integer division, okay. Let me run this. When you do integer division, you will get 0, because when you divide 1 by 2, you will get 0.5, and when you convert this 0.5 into integer, you will get output as 0, okay. So this is integer division. These are the arithmetic operations which are available. All right. So coming back to our code, okay, here what is happening is whenever you take input, right, say here I have taken a is equal to input of this particular thing, this a or b, whenever you take input function, it is treated by default as string value. Let me just add here code. Okay, let me write here, say z is equal to Vipul Kulkarni, you're not audible, please check your connection, Vipul. Let me write here, say input. Okay, and then let me run this. It is asking me input. Let me write here one number 12. Okay, now z is considered as 12. I will add another code here, and if I do here, say type of z, when I do type of z, I will get the output as str. Okay, by default when you take input function, the output is str, the type is str. Okay, so imagine you want integer value only. What you have to do is you have to convert the data type from integer value to string value. Okay, what is the use of conserve bandwidth in more option? Okay, conserve bandwidth in more option, you're talking about Zoho app. Okay, I don't know. Okay, let me come back to the question later on. All right, so here by default you get the output as, say, string data type, correct? Now if I don't want string, if I want to convert it into integer, I have to write here int of integer. Okay, I have to just add here int of this particular thing. Let me open and close the bracket here. Sorry, I have to open and close the bracket here, and then let me run it. So if I type here, say 12 once again and run it, and then the output type what I get is in the form of integer now. Okay, this is how you do typecasting. This is how you do typecasting. Didn't get your voice. See, what I'm trying to tell you is we are doing something called as typecasting here. We are converting the data type from string to integer. Okay, this is what we are doing. Let me just go up here. Let me write here, say int of. Okay, you can also change the code here. You can just write int of this particular thing, and let me write the same thing here, say int of whatever the input I have to write here, and then let me just run it. Now it is asking me the first value as enter one number. Let me write one number as, say 12, enter, and then the second number will be, say 34, enter, and then the output what you get is, say 46. Okay, this is how you write the code for adding two numbers. You are actually converting the type and then you are writing the code. Yes, if you have any questions you can ask me. If you have any doubts, any error in your answer, please ask me. If anyone is not getting the output, please ask me. I'll be happy to help you out. Yes. Yes, sir, you are getting the output. Okay, very good. Okay, guys, one last thing we have before we could wrap up this session. I'll just tell you how to write the code or how to use this particular thing. See, we are using actually this as a calculator, right? So we can write this particular thing using int function, and you can add it. If you want to subtract here, you can use the subtract, whatever subtraction you have to do. If you want to divide it, you can divide. If you want to multiply, you can multiply it as well. Okay, so let's write the same code. Let's write the same code using function. Okay, we will use now the concept of function. Are you getting the output here? You don't have to worry about the code. We will be transferring you the code, this particular ipynb file, in your mail itself. We will send you a mail with this particular thing. Not to worry if you are not able to get this out, people, especially people who are using mobile phones, don't worry, we will send you the code. You can maybe later try out this particular project. Alright guys, let's move on to the next one, the final thing. We will learn something related to functions now. Okay, now the way we write comment in C language is by writing // correct? The way we write comment in Python is by writing hash. Just write hash and in front of it you can write whatever you want. Let me write here, say function. Okay, this is how we write a function code. Okay, this is how how we write a comment. What are comments? Comments are those particular statements in the code which are actually not considered in the compile operation, right? It is ignored during compilation. Okay, so this is how we write comment. Just write hash and then you follow it with whatever you want to write. Okay, so now how do you write a function? How do you first define a function? We actually write a function in two types. Okay, do we have to write int always, the or the double bracket might work? Do we have to write the int always? Yes, imagine you want to accept any value in the form of integer, you have to always write integer. This is how we write it. There is no other option. You have to always write int of input. Double bracket might work. You have to put double bracket also, because the first bracket is for integer and the second bracket is for input. You can't take the value. See, input function by default accepts string value. If you want string value, you need not write any other data type here. If you want integer value, you have to write int. If you want floating point, you can write here float of input of whatever you have. Okay, I hope that answers your question. Now talking about function, function has got two important things. One is you have to define a function first, and then the second thing is you have to call the function. First you define the function and then you call the function. Not runnable statement. Yes, comment is not runnable statement if you're talking about comment. Okay, so first thing is we will define the function, and the second thing is we will call the function. Okay, so how do you do that now? Alright, so the way we define the function is by writing def keyword. We write def keyword, and after that we write whatever the function name we have to write. Let me write here, say sum. Okay, when I write here sum, what happens is you are actually telling that you are writing a function or you are defining a function with the name sum. Okay, and then let me open the bracket, and inside the bracket I have to give something called as parameters. We either call it as parameters or arguments. Okay, I need two values for adding, so I will write here, say a comma b. Okay, I will write here, say a comma b, and after that I will write colon. Someone is asking me whether we write semicolon or not. We don't write semicolon anywhere. We write colon. We use colon here, and you will understand why we use colon here. Now when I press enter here, immediately you will be able to see a small gap here. From the starting, you will be able to see small gap here. This particular thing is called indentation. Basically, Python doesn't have semicolon, nor does it have the concept of flower brackets. Okay, so it doesn't have semicolon, nor does it have flower brackets. So instead of flower brackets, we use something called as indentation. So indentation is used actually to specify which block is it belonging to. Now whatever code I will write inside this define sum of a plus a comma b, this is actually for making sure that you are writing a code inside some block. Okay, so inside this is basically 4 space. If you give here 1 2 3 4, okay, it's actually same as writing 4 space, or else you can just go up here and press enter. Okay, it is similar to 4 space. It starts from 2 4 and then it continues with the multiple of 4 spaces. Okay, this is what you understand by indentation. All right, so inside this I will write simple statement. Let me write here, say print of a plus b. I will write here print of a plus b. Okay, and then my function definition is now done. I have defined a function called as sum of a comma b, and I have written print of a plus b. What it should do is it should just print the value of a plus b. Now what is a, what is b? We will give the data now. We will first define the function. After that we will call the function. How do we call the function? We write the function name, and inside function name we have to specify what values we have to give. Imagine you have to add two numbers. Let me write here, say 1 comma 2. Let me write here 1 comma 2, and then let me run the code. When I run the code here, I will get the output as 3. So basically whatever you are defining here, you are running in this particular statement. Okay, whatever the code you are defining here, you are running it here in this particular statement. This is what function definition does. All right guys, this is how you use a function definition. Okay, so let me show you one final code now before I could wrap up the second session. Let me show you a final code. I will just go to my GitHub page. Okay, if you have any questions guys, you can ask me in the chat box window. Until then, I'll just take a quick I will just copy one code and I'll show you one simple code which you can try it out later. Due to time congestion of this webinar, I will not be able to do this. Okay, so yes, if you have any questions, you can ask me. What is GitHub? I'll explain you what is GitHub. You have to wait for a while. Okay, so let me run this particular thing. Okay guys, so let me explain you what exactly is happening here. What is the code? If you see here clearly, we are actually defining, say, four functions. Function 1 is sum, function 2 is diff, function 3 is multiplication, function 4 is division. I have written here, I have taken here four functions. Okay, one is for adding, subtracting, multiplying and dividing. Okay, and inside this I have taken a print statement, a simple print statement called as calculator, and I have taken here two values. These are very simple to understand: enter first number and enter second number. Okay, we haven't used int here. How we get sum? Yes, we have not used int here because we have not taken the value from user. We are just writing in the form of variable. For variable we can directly write it: a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2. Can we do trigonometry? I will answer that question. You can ask me that later, Sarang. You can definitely do trigonometry. We have got libraries for that. I'll explain you more about that maybe in the question answer session after a while. Okay, so until then please hold on. All right, so here it is saying a is equal to this particular thing. You might have already understood. Then after that I am taking one variable called as choice. Okay, choice is again one input now, and this input will be in the form of string. All right, and then here whatever we have got something called as conditional statements. So conditional statements are those statements wherein you make one condition. If choice whatever you have entered is a, it should add. If it is s, it should subtract. If it is m, it should multiply. If it is b, it should just divide. All right guys, so here I will add one more additional statement. Let me write here, say, elif. Okay, and I will write here, say, choice is equal to, let me write here, say, q. And when I write here q, I should actually break out of the loop. I am actually using here a loop statement. That means it will be running forever. All right, I am using here loop statement. So if I have to break out of the loop, I will write this particular code. So guys, if you want the code, I'll just copy the code and I'll paste it in my broadcast message. You can just check it out. You can try it out for yourself. I think so. All right, I can't actually paste the code. What I'll do is I will paste the GitHub link. You can go to this link, you can copy the code and paste it. All right, so let me go back here. Let me run it here. I have given you the link, guys. I have sent it to everyone. You can just go to that particular thing and check the code, and I'll explain you the working of the code here. Okay. So once again, I have taken here four functions. I have taken here one loop as in it will be running forever. And I have taken here three input statements. First is for first number, second number, and what is the operation which you have to do. Finally, we have conditional statements wherein when you type one condition, you will get one output. All right, so let me just run it and check what is the output which I am getting. It is asking me first number. Let me write here, say, 12 as my first number. Press enter. It is asking me second number. I will write here, say, 34. Okay, and then press enter. Then the third thing what it is asking is enter the operation, whether you have to add, whether you have to subtract, multiply or divide. You can write any of it, guys. You can write here, say, a, and then you will get the output as, say, 34, oh sorry, 46. 12 plus 34 is 46. You get the output here, and once again it is asking you what value you want. Enter the first number, enter the second number. All right guys, so this is how you, let me write once again here, say, 34 as first number. Let me write second number as, say, 12. Okay, press enter. It is asking me choice of operation. Let me write here, say, division. Okay, I will write here, say, d. Press enter and it will divide. Again it will ask me the next number. It is running in a loop. It will be running forever. All right guys, so the way you can stop the program is either by clicking on this stop button. You can interrupt the execution, or else you can type here whatever number you want for first and second. Write whatever number you want, and in the choice, when it is asking for choice, you can write here q. When you write here q, it will break out of the loop. It will break out of the loop and you are out of the program. Okay guys, this is how you write the code. Can you quickly check it in your Jupyter notebook? I think so you have to add these two lines if you want to break the code. This breaking of the code is not written in GitHub. Okay, so please copy and paste this line as well. Yes guys, so this was a quick demo on calculator. So if you have any questions, you can ask me, or else we will end the session here, the second session, and we'll move on to the third session of playing the game. Any questions regarding this exercise, you can please ask me. Yes, what is the question? How do we control the length of digits after decimal point in the answer? Yes, so if you want to control the length, you have to actually use format specifiers. There's something called as format specifiers which you have to use. Okay, so percentage f, you have to actually specify how much value you need. Say you have to write point 1 percentage f. That particular format specifier you have to use. You have to learn the concept of using format specifiers in Python, and then you can go forward with it. Okay, just learn the concept of format specifier. You can just check it out on Google, and then you'll be able to get the output. You can actually specify the exact number of values. Say you write percentage, then you write how many point values you need after the decimal point, how many values you need, 1 value or 2 values to be printed. You can write that particular thing. I think so you have done the same thing in C language as well. You can use the same thing there. Yes guys, any other questions? Indentation error. Can you please copy the code and paste it properly, because for running the code you need proper indentation. So can you please copy the code and paste it? See here, if you see here the indentation, immediately after def of sum, I have given here 1 2 3 4 spaces. Okay, so similarly here, even after while of true, there is 4 space, and after if statement, the first 4 space is of the if block, and after that the another 4 spaces are for while block. Okay, please check it whether you have given indentation properly or not. Copy and paste the code properly. Sir, we are taking int variables, but how is division giving float variable? Okay guys, so when you do division operation, by default, as I told you, you don't have to actually specify. It is not taking integer as your input. So when you do division, it is actually considering whatever values you need in the form of floating point division. This single slash is called as floating point division. If you want the output in the form of integer itself, you have to use double slash. Here, instead of writing single slash, you have to write double slash. Then your output will be in the form of integer itself. Okay, so if you write single slash, by default, it doesn't matter whether your input is in the form of integer or not, it will be giving you the output in the form of floating point itself. If you write here double slash, whatever the value you are here, if you write here floating point also, you will get integer point itself. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. Sir, could you please show that q function that has to be typed? Okay, I will show you once again what you have to do. Please run the code. Okay, run the code, and the first value what you want, you can write here say 1, and then the second number what you want, say you write 2. Okay, and then it is asking you the operation, right? So we have got 4 operations here, a, s, m, and d. Whatever operation you want to perform, you perform. If you want to quit here in this operation, after entering 1 and 2, you have to type here say q. When you type q here, then you press enter, this particular thing will stop. See here, this particular running thing will stop. Okay, this is how you use q function. Q I have given just for quitting the code. Okay, now it is running. Thank you, sir. Yes, you are welcome, Tiwari. All right, so this is how you check the output. I hope that answers your question, Moksha. If you are done with this, can you quickly type in the chat box window ready for game? If you are done with this, can you please type in the chat box window ready for game? Let's play a game now. Yes, yes, ready. I want multiple answers. If you are ready, can you quickly type? Let's make it more interesting now. Ready? Yes, ready. Okay, ready for the game. So there are few rules which you have to understand for the games. This is a Alright, so we will be playing this game on one website called as Kahoot. Okay, we'll be playing the game on this Kahoot website. You have to follow a few instructions here. Okay, you have to follow a few instructions which I'm telling you. What you have to do first thing is you have to open one website by the name of kahoot.in. Okay, I have written here in broadcast message. Please go to this website called as kahoot.in. This is the first thing which you will do. Kahoot.in. Can you please go to this website? Everyone who is using laptop, please go to this website. Sorry, it's not in, it is kahoot.it. You have to go to website called as kahoot.it. Please go to website called as kahoot.it. My mistake. It is kahoot.it. Please go to website called as kahoot.it. You will get something like this, Kahoot game pin, right? You will get something like this. Okay, I will give you a game pin. Until then, you have to wait. I want everyone to be on this particular screen. Please go to Kahoot website. You will get something like this, Kahoot, and you can enter your game pin. Okay, whatever the game pin I will be telling you, you can enter that particular thing. Yes, everyone is on that website. Okay, can you be a little fast? Okay, I will be fast now. Fine. All right guys, so the next thing what you have to do is, when you are inside this website, you have to actually split your screens now. Okay, what do you mean by splitting of screens? One screen will be for playing the game, for entering the outputs, like say multiple choice 1, multiple choice 2, 3 and 4, and the second screen will be for displaying the questions. I will be sharing you my screen for displaying the questions. This is what you have to do for one screen, and then the second screen you have to write your answers, right? You have to write 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the answers value we have. Okay, so can you please split your screen into two different things? Please repeat Kahoot. You have to go to kahoot.it. You have to go to kahoot.it. I have already given you the broadcast message. Kahoot.it is what you have to go. Kahoot.it. Okay, so you can split the screen. Okay, done with the splitting of screen. If you want to know how to split the screen, you can use Windows, and then you can write left. See here, if you use Windows and left arrow, you can split one screen. This is your first screen, and the right side, whatever you want, Windows and right arrow key, that will be the second screen. Okay, this is how you can split. This is for splitting the screen on laptop, or else what you can do is, you can just see my question on the screen itself, and you can use your mobile phone. Go to, in your mobile phones, you can type kahoot.it. Okay, type in your mobile phones kahoot.it, and then there you can type the answers. The answers will be in your mobile phones, and the questions you can see in your screens. Or else if you want to play with multiple screens, you can do splitting of screens as well. It's your choice, whatever you want, you can do it. Okay, so once you are inside this, let me just open the Kahoot website and let me show you what exactly you have to do. Okay, I will click on play here. All right, so now my Kahoot screen is loading. Okay guys, so this is the game pin which you have to use. I will just copy and paste this game pin. Are you able to see the screen? 488 4877943 is the game pin. You can please type that game pin and go inside this. Go inside the game. So I will give you the pin. I will give you the pin. I will give you the pin. Let me type the pin here. I will send it to you. This is the game pin which you have to type. Okay, so please go inside this. All right, I can see 4 players joined in. I can see number of players, how many players we have. Please quickly join this particular thing. Either you can join by splitting off screen. You can use one screen for seeing my questions and one screen for answering it. Okay, and one more, what you can do is, you can keep your screen completely for questions and use mobile phones for answering. I can see 21 players joined in. So quickly join this particular thing. If you have any queries, if you get any errors, please ask me. 27 players, I think so. We have got somewhere around 40 attendees, so I need 40 players. I'll be expecting 45 attendees, 45 players. Yes guys, quickly join. Okay, anyone who has not joined, who is facing any issue, please ask me in the chat box window. Not opening, please check your website once again. This is the correct link, kahoot.it. You have to go to kahoot.it. Please Tiwari, check once again quickly so that we can start the game. I can see 35 players joined in. Should we wait for someone else, or are we ready to go? Tiwari, can you quickly check and let me know whether it is working or not for you? All right, guys, we have got 35 players here. Now, totally we have got 12 questions. Okay, first two questions are just for you to understand how this particular thing works. Okay, so first question is, say, what is the addition of this particular two values, whatever we have, simple questions. So first two questions are just for you to make sure that you are comfortable with Kahoot platform, and after that the 10 questions will actually determine you what you have learned in this previous session. Okay, so are we ready to go? Should we wait for someone? Are we ready to go? Wait for 2 minutes. Preeti, okay, I will. Aditya, wait for 2 minutes. Okay, can you please? Sir, it's not working. You can start. Tiwari, you can check from your mobile phone once again. Okay, I will wait for 1 more minute and then I will start the quiz. Okay, guys, now a few instructions regarding this. People who are new to Kahoot app, let me explain you how it works. I will be clicking on start and immediately questions will be displayed here. Totally there are 12 questions, 2 are just for your understanding and 10 are actually for testing your knowledge. Okay, guys, so you will have 30 seconds to answer the questions. People who will answer the question earliest, they will get more points rather than people who are answering it later. Okay, so you'll have 30 questions to answer each and every question. Okay, I will show the question on my screen. You have to see my screen and the answers whatever you have to give, it will be in the form of multiple choice. All questions are in the form of multiple choice. You have to go to either your mobile phone where you will be running this game, or else in your split screen you have to answer the questions by clicking on one particular option. The options will be in the form of few colors. Okay, guys, this is how Kahoot app works. All right, guys, are we ready to go now? I think so. How to split the screen? You can use Windows left for whatever you want to put on the left side, Windows right for whatever you want to put on the right side. Yes, I hope we are ready. Let's get going. Okay, let's get going. I will go inside this. Let me click on start. So guys, please make sure that you answer it as soon as possible, because here marks matter in the form of time, right? So how quickly you answer, you will get more points. All right, guys, so let me click on start. And this is your first question. Okay, so 12 questions. Are you ready? All right, guys, first question. 1 plus 1. So you'll have totally 30 seconds to answer. You're able to see the questions on the screen. So this is the question. Question is displayed here and the answer you have to type from here. Okay, you'll be able to see red color, blue color, orange color and green color here on the screen, on your screen of Kahoot. You have to just check. This is the first two questions are just for you to understand whether you are able to work properly with this or not. Okay, guys, done. So obviously answer is 2. So let me click on next and then you will be able to see the scoreboard. Okay, I couldn't see anyone answering. Why, guys, you're not able to answer it? Sir, net issues. Okay. You should answer it as soon as possible, guys. You should answer it as soon as possible. Were you able to answer? Only color, no integer. Yes, you will not be seeing integer. Only colors will be seen. Only colors will be seen. Based on the colors, whatever you have given there, you have to answer. Okay, taking time to load. All right, guys, taking time to load. We have to adjust with this. Fine, guys, let me go for the next one and please check whether you are able to answer this properly or not. Taking time to load. Couldn't answer. Okay, guys, not a problem. There's one more question for you to just make sure that you're well on track. Let me click on next and please answer the question as soon as possible. Test question, time limit and questions to each this one. Okay, so let me tell you the answer. The answer here is 30 seconds and 1000 points. Can you please click on red color and check whether you are able to give the answer correctly or not? The red color is the answer. 30 seconds and 1000 points. For every question you have got 1000 points. Please check whether you are able to give the answer or not. Received a notification as correct. Yes. Am I there? Anurag. Hopefully you are there. I can't actually see how many people are playing. I have to go back and check. So, okay, let me check whether people have answered this or not. Okay. Why is this still showing 0? Sir, questions are not visible. We get 0 points. It showed correct. Questions will be visible only on my screen, people. So you don't have to see any other screen. You have to see the screen which I am using. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay. So yeah, fine. You are not able to see the points here because for the first two questions we have not given points. Okay, so since these are the uh, demo problems for you, so you will not be able to see any points here. From now on, for this 10 questions you will be able to see points. Okay guys, so that should not be a problem. All right, so people who are getting 0 as the point, because it was for practice, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. From now on, whatever 10 questions we have, we will be now getting the points. Okay guys, so can you quickly tell me? Yes, we are ready to go. Once again, we are ready to go. I will quickly go for the next question. And now guys, time is very important. Please answer the question as soon as possible. Yes, let's go. Okay, fine, let's go guys. This is your first question. Now let me click on next. Okay, so this is the first question which is being displayed on the screen. Please check the question and answer it correctly. Okay guys, this is the question which we have. Which of the following statements assign the value 100 to variable x in Python? We have got 4 options here. Just check it after 30 seconds. Let me click on next. All right, 31 people have answered it correctly. Let me click on next. And yes, I think so a person named TAH could answer it quickly. Fine. So let's go for the next question. Let me click on next. Okay, this is the next question. Python interpreter takes the code. This is the question, guys. You can just check and write the answer. 36 answers. Okay, done. So let me click on next. Let me check who's first. Okay, who's Ta now? I don't know what is his name. Okay, fine. So let me click on next. Fine. The next question is write the output for the following code. Please check the code and write it correctly. Okay, few people have answered correctly. Okay, fine. Let me check whether there are any questions. Okay, yes, everything is fine. Fine, guys. Let me go for the next one. Okay, Aditi is now on top. Okay, next. Okay, let me click on next. Aditi is on top. Okay, let me click on next. What is data type returned by input function? Okay, only 4 were able to answer that correctly. What is the data type returned by input function? Okay, fine. Next. Okay, let me go on next. Which of the following is the correct way to define a function? Fine guys, so let me click on next. I think so 6 people have given correctly. Okay, let me click on next. Okay, this is the rank which we have, top 5 people. Okay, let me click on next. All right, this is a little tricky question. Output of print bool. When you just type bool function, what output do you get? You can maybe try out this later. I have not covered this in my session, but this is a little tricky question for you out of the box. Okay, the answer is false. Let me click on next. Okay, Gaurav is on top now. Let me click on next. What is the return type of function ID? Okay, this is again another out of the box question. So basically ID, it actually tells you the memory location. Just to give you a hint, it actually tells you the memory location of your variable. So the memory location is in which data type? You have to check this. Okay, let me click on next. Fine guys, go next thing. Fine, so you have got 2 more questions. After that we will stop the quiz. Yes, this is the question which we have here. Okay, again just to give you a hint, if you say here if of 0, that means you are taking 0 as false. That means if that particular condition is not satisfied, what should happen? What should be printed? Okay, let me click on next. Final question guys. The final question. You're reading Python code and these statements appeared scattered in different locations throughout the code. Okay, done. So there were mixed answers. Let me go to next and let us check. So are you guys ready to check who are the winners? So we'll be selecting top 3 students as suggested. I am losing my connection. I have missed 3 questions, sir, not able to answer. Okay, so please don't take it on your heart if we are able to select only 3 people. So not to worry, even if you're not been selected for this particular thing. I know there is a lot of internet issue happening all around the world. Many people are online, and but at the end of the day, I can select only 3 people. So don't be disheartened. It's okay. It's just one sense of competition which we want to give you all. Okay, so let me check who is the winner. Okay, let me click on next, and then we have got here 3 winners. So Gaurav, then Shrushti and PRC. Who is PRC? What's the nickname of PRC? Okay, what I want you to do is these 3 people, Gaurav, Shrushti and PRC, can you please type your full name, your phone number and your mail ID, guys. Please, these 3 people, type in the chat box all of these 3 things. Can you please type your full name and your phone number along with your mail ID? No need of phone number, you can just type your mail ID so that we can have a check who exactly this is. No need of phone number, you can just type your name and mail ID so that we can be in touch with you guys. Gaurav, Shrusti and PRC, can you please type it? And also type the ranking. Gaurav, you are rank number 1, Shrusti rank number 2 and PRC rank number 3. Can you please type in the chat box window? Yes, can you please type it? Yes. Okay, fine, guys. 3 is written. Okay, fine. One, who's 1? Gaurav, please write. Fine, guys. So that was a quick conclusion on quiz. I hope many have performed well. Many couldn't perform because of internet connection. Not to worry. Fine, guys. So now we will open the floor for question answer session. We will take question answers for say a few for 5-10 minutes, and after that I will wrap it up with a small demo which I have to show you. So if you have any questions, you can ask me and I'll be telling you the information, something related to internship or something related to our program which we have here. So if you have any questions, you can please ask me any question related to the session. Apart from the session, anything you have it, you can ask me. Okay, I want one help from you all. Any more upcoming webinars? Let me answer that for you. So I want one help from you all. I'll be posting you 2 links. Okay, so let me post you the first link. Okay, this is the link. I want every one of you to go through this link. Go to this particular link, www.tinyurl.com/review. Go to this link. At the end of my workshop, I actually take the feedback. So please go to this link and can you please type there. So what did you like regarding this workshop? And I want you to type which webinar you want us to work upon. So someone is asking any more upcoming webinars. We have got a lot of webinars lined up. So can you please type in this particular link which webinar you want us to come forward with? Okay, can you please go to this link and type your feedback. Along with feedback, can you please type which webinar you want us to come up with? Can you please go there and type your, I want everyone, all the attendees to do this. Can you please go to this particular thing and write down your feedback? If you have any questions, guys, you can ask me. Okay, so talking about our upcoming program, we have got one program. Let me just go to the program. Okay, so we have got this particular program here. So we are planning to start this from next week onwards. We have got one paid program. So totally 7 days of machine learning. The name which we have given for this is Journey from Basics to Machine Learning. using Python. So we have got totally 7 days program here. So I have just given here the syllabus which will be covered in this 7 days. So if you are interested, you can please go through this. Link is not opening in mobile. Yes, link might not open in mobile. Link might not open in mobile. You have to do it in laptop itself. If it's not opening, not a problem. Fine, guys, not a problem. If it's opening, please go there and give a feedback. If it's not opening, not at all a problem. That's okay. You can write your feedback here itself. You can write whatever feedback you have to give. You can write in the chat box. I will be more open to accept it. So yes, talking about this particular program, we have got totally 7 days program. So we have named it as Journey from Basics to Machine Learning. We have got totally 7 days. We start from basic Python and we do a lot of algorithms, and we finally finish with Capstone Project. Okay, and someone is asking about fees. Yes, this is a paid program. Obviously we'll be getting free webinars every now and then for 1 hour, but then this will be a paid program. So this one, it will actually have a 1.5 hour session every day, totally 7 days. And the price what we have kept for this 1 week master course, we actually have kept it to a bare minimum charge. So we have kept it for 300 rupees. Okay, we have kept it for 300 rupees for all the 7 days. 7 days, 300 rupees. Uh, when will we get the certificate? You will not get the certificate for attending the webinar. You will definitely get the certificate for attending our course here. 1 week master course, if you are applying, you will definitely get the certificate. We will certify you based on that, and you can definitely put it in your resume, which will be helpful for you for your career. You can put it in your LinkedIn profile as well. So you can check your mails for further updates. We have got all of your mail ID. You can check your mails for further updates. And at the end of the day, we'll be sharing you one PDF along with the code, whatever we have done, the Jupyter notebook, the online Google Colab notebook. We will share it to you in your mail IDs itself. So not to worry about that. Sir, how do we register? Okay, so if you want to register for the workshop, we will send you a mail shortly. You can just open that particular mail and you can register it. Okay, so you can just open immediately after the webinar, you will get a mail, and then you can register that particular thing there. All right, so any other question regarding this, you can please ask me. All right, so I will quickly create a poll, guys. Let me write. Are you interested? Okay, I've created a poll. I want everyone to please go through poll, and you can please put your poll here. Go to poll, and I want to check whether people are interested to attend this particular course or not. Please go and put your polls there. I want everyone to answer. Yes, 5, 6, 7 votes, 8 votes. Yes, please answer. No, no. Okay, fine. Yes, yes. Let me go to questions. Okay. Yes, you said top 3 people on game will get some extra discount. So what is the discount? Yes, so top 3 people. What we have decided is top 2 people. I forgot their names. I think so. Gaurav and where is it? Gaurav and Srushti. So you will be getting 50% discount on the webinar on the paid workshop. So you'll get 50% discount. And the third one, who is the third one? I forgot again the name. PRC. So he will get 10% discount on the workshop. Sorry, 25% discount on the workshop. So first top 2 people 50%, and the third person will get 25% discount. Sir, could you show the topic covered again? Yes, definitely. So we'll be starting with Python, and we will be learning a few libraries related to machine learning. Before machine learning, prerequisites for machine learning libraries: Numpy, Matplotlib, Pandas, and then we'll start with algorithms in machine learning using sklearn. We will cover algorithms such as linear regression, KNN, and k-means, which is clustering. And finally, we will make one project. We will consider that thing to be a capstone project, which will cover what is a capstone project. Okay, so capstone project is actually one project which you can, it's a combination of all the things what you have learned so far, what you will be learning in first 6 days, and you can keep that capstone project as your say a mini project what you have learned out of this particular course. Okay, so how many hours? Every day it will be 1.5 hours, the same, just like how we have webinar. It might be extended to say 2 hours or something. Sir, math part will be explained behind those algorithms. Math part in short will be explained. Yes, it will be explained. Whatever the math is there behind all of this, it will be explained. First, what we'll do is, the way this thing will work is, we'll be covering 3 algorithms here. One is linear regression. Completely from maths we will learn first, and after that we will do it the same thing using sklearn. We will learn how to write the code from scratch. Okay, sir, it's for beginners because I'm mechanical engineer. Yes, it's completely for beginners. This is our, see, the name as it suggests, journey from basics to machine learning. We start from basics and we end up to one particular platform where you will be learning something about machine learning. It's completely for beginners. Will it be a hands-on session? Definitely. 20% theory, something maybe, setting up the environment and all of that. 80% completely hands-on, no theory whatsoever. Maybe I spoke a little bit too much today, but in the paid this one there won't be any sort of this one. It will be completely hands-on. You need laptops. Can we ask doubts? Definitely. It will be live session. It will be live session. I'll be working on in this particular manner itself. You can ask me the questions whenever you feel like, and then I will answer them. Only 7 days is so quick. Yeah, this is a short course. This is a short course, Tiwari. That's why we have kept it very less. This one we are planning to make a bigger course as well, so that not right now, in the future maybe, yes, definitely we will we are planning to cover actually 50-hour session. We will let you know when that particular thing comes up, but for now we are keeping a small course. What about internships? Yes, if you want to know about internships, you can go to this particular website called as oysters.in. Let me write here, say oysters.in. Okay, go to the website. You will have an option called as internship. You can go there and check what internships we have. So basically we have got two types of internships here. We have got two types of internship. The first internship will be something related to campus ambassador program. So we actually take you as our interns, and you will be working for us based on, you'll be working with us based on one particular technology. Okay, and mostly your task will be to make sure that you can arrange few workshops in your college, and you can help others to work on one particular project. So we have got two types of internship programs. You can just go to the website and check how it is, how you can apply for that. It's very simple. Just go to that website and you can mail us regarding you're interested for internship, and we'll get back to you. All right, again, as I had told you, sir, what will be the capstone project? Okay, capstone project will be actually one particular data set, one real world data set, wherein we'll be doing something called as exploratory data analysis, and with the help of one algorithm we will actually learn how to get the output, how to predict the output. It's actually a combination of all the 6 days whatever we have learned. In return, will we get any valid certification? Yes, definitely. You'll get a certification which you can use it for your LinkedIn profile, and it will be helpful for you to put on your resume as well. Do we need to pay for the internship? Internship, we will pay you. We will give you the stipend. You don't need to pay. It's completely free of cost. You have to work for us. In turn, we will pay you the stipend if we are happy with your work. Okay, I'll be sharing you few links regarding the internship if you're interested for internship. Let me just open my WhatsApp. What is the price for 7 days workshop? It is 300 rupees. Okay, sir, what is GitHub? GitHub is one website wherein you can put all of your codes, wherein people collaborate and work on projects. You can create your GitHub account for free. Just go to github.com and start using it for free. Okay, so if you want us to conduct any trainings on any particular topic, I will be giving you one link here. Sir, how do we register? So what you have to do is, Srushti, you have to tell that you are winner for this particular thing, okay, and you can just send us a mail and we'll get back to you regarding the payment link and details. Okay, just share a mail saying that you are the winner of this particular thing and I want to apply for this particular workshop. Okay, and we'll get back to you regarding this. We will send you the registration link and whatever it is. Okay. Okay, finally guys, I'll be sending you the link of our YouTube. Please do subscribe to our channel. We will be putting free contents out there. And the final demo is pending now. We have got something related to computer vision. Let me show you what is machine learning, one simple computer vision example of machine learning. Okay, so I want you all to do the same what I'm doing. If you're on laptop, you can do the same thing as well. So guys, what you have to do is we'll be going to one website called as Teachable Machine. Let me go to Teachable Machine. Let me copy this and paste it for you. So if you're interested to do this hands-on exercise, you can just check it out. Okay, Teachable Machine. Fine guys, just go to this and you'll be able to see how machine learning project works. Okay, just go to Teachable Machine. Okay guys, so once you're inside this, you'll have option for getting started. Just click on get started here. And you can you have three options here. One is for image project, one is for audio project, and one more is for post project. Click on image project. And here basically what happens is machine learning is actually one type of artificial intelligence technique wherein based on data you teach the machine what that particular data is, and whenever you feed a new data it will predict whether it belongs to one kind of class or it belongs to another kind of class. The example which we'll be using is one form of classification example. You can go to this and here you have got say two classes. Let me edit here, say first class as, let me write here my name. Okay, I will write here say Amir. Okay, let me open the webcam and first I will give the data to my machine. So here I can just sit in front of my camera and hold to record. Okay, I will be taking few samples. Let me take say good 100 samples. Okay, I have taken here good 100 samples. This is my first class, and then the second class what I'll take is say my mobile. Okay, let me write here say mobile, and let me open the webcam here. Okay, and I will put mobile in front of this. Okay, and let me just record it. So I'll be taking quite a few pictures of this. Okay, taken. So I've taken 100 samples of Amir and 100 samples of mobile phone, and then I'll click on train model. So that means we are actually training the data on two different classes. We are training on Amir as well as mobile. We are training the data. It will take some time to prepare the training data and get it trained. So until then, let me come back and check whether I've got any questions or not. Any questions, guys? Sir, can you rewind the computer vision? What you have to do is, Gaurav Mehta, first go to this particular website called as Teachable Machine with google.com, and you'll have option for creating a new project. Just click on new project of image. You have got three projects here. One is of audio, one is of image. Click on image, and after that you'll have two classes here. Just rename it to whatever class name you want. The first class what I have named is Amir, and then the second class what you have to name is say whatever you want. Say you have mobile in front of you, take mobile and put it there. Just open the webcam and you can leave this. Okay, I should not switch the tab. Fine, I will not switch the tab, I will just train it here. Okay guys, so if you are if you have liked this particular webinar, please share this particular webinar with your friends. We will be sending you the link for sharing the webinar. Please share this with your friends. We have got another webinar today itself at 4:30 p.m. Please share it with your friends regarding this particular thing. We will be sharing you the link which you have to share as well. Please share it with your friends so that people who are interested can attend this free webinar. All right, it is training right now. It is taking some time to train, and this is completely trained right now. And the way we are getting the output is as follows. Okay, I've opened my webcam here. You'll be able to see the output in two manners. First is Amir. It is showing that Amir is 100%. Okay, it is seeing my face, so it is showing 100%. Let me show mobile in front of the screen, and see here you'll be able to see that now mobile becomes 100%. Right, guys? This is how you can classify. You have basically given your data of Amir class as well as mobile class, and you have trained your machine, and you are asking the machine now to predict the new face, right, new value. Imagine if I come in front of it, I will be able to see Amir as the output. If I put mobile in front of it, you will be able to see the mobile. Okay guys, this is how you work on machine learning project. I just wanted to give you a brief demo on how machine learning looks like. So you can also go back and check with this particular thing. If you have any doubts regarding this hands-on session, please do ask. Sir, how to join a 7 days workshop? We will be immediately sending you a link. You have to just register the on that particular link. We'll be sending you immediately. The emails are already out. It will be reaching you in a while. Okay, so you have to wait for a few minutes. Once the webinar is ended, you will be getting the link. You can register it there. Okay, there's one link which I'll be sharing. This is the link which you can share with your friends. Please do share it with your friends and let them register for the webinar. Please do share this link with your friends so that they can register for the webinar. And also people were asking about internship. This is the link for internship which we have. We have got one link on Internshala. You can just go there and check something regarding internship, the campus ambassador programs which we have. Any other questions, guys? You can ask me. Yes, guys, any other questions? You can please ask me. All right, if there is anyone who wants to give any audio feedback, I can unmute them. You can give the audio feedback. Please raise your hand. I can unmute you so that you can give feedback. Or if you have to ask any questions in voice, you can even tell me. I will unmute that particular person. You can just raise your hand. I will unmute and you can ask me the question. No questions? Okay. If there are no questions, then this is probably the end of the webinar. So with your permission, we can maybe, yes, you have got any other questions? What is the question? Will we receive these links as well? Yes, you will receive all the links. All the links you will receive. You will receive the links for the internship program. You'll receive the links for upcoming webinar as well. You'll receive so that you can share it with your friends. You'll receive the link for registration as well, the registration link as well. You'll receive all the links, not to worry. If you have not received any link, you can please mail us and we will get back to you. Sir, I have attended your IoT session in okay, it was awesome. Yeah, thank you, Tiwari. We were supposed to come to your college this time also, but then due to COVID-19 situation, something got postponed. Hope to meet you soon in person. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, you're welcome. Okay, guys, if you don't have any questions, then maybe you can just quit the webinar. That will be the end of webinar. If you have no questions, you can quit the webinar. We'll see you guys in the upcoming paid session. Sir, in Acharya College also you took one IoT. Yes. Yes. I had come there as well. I'll be roaming, man, whole India. When are the paid sessions going to start? It starts from this Monday, 20th. So the timings are not yet decided. We will decide the timings and we'll let you know. Monday, 1.5 hour every day. It was awesome. Thank you, Pawan. Okay, guys, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this particular session. We will now take your leave. So I'll see you in the upcoming session. Thank you, guys. I'll stop sharing the screen now and I'll end the webinar.